Boom. Got him, boys. All right, by the way, guys, if you like my casting, please message DreamHack on Twitter. Let him know. You know, I'm looking for work. So in the bottom left here, we have Winawer. Winner. Dude, I can't, you know, as a little baby as I am, I can't say his name, dude. W's are hard. And in the bottom right, we have FatReaver, which I actually love his name. We'll see how this goes. Another PvT to end out the night. Oh, we've got Peru versus Finland, man. Whew. That is tough. That is a lot of lag. All right, let's see what we're gonna see out of both players here. Looking pretty standard so far. We got a supply depot coming out over here, pylon over here, and just gonna make his gate. Gillette, roll, and Gillette. Are these the guys that I'm casting right now? Is that what you're on about? By the way, guys, not guy. You're not just one guy. I'm guessing that you guys are watching this in a group on YouTube. But if you guys want to check out Winawer on Twitch, I'm twitch.tv/Cronus. We've got like so many other dudes that stream on this platform. Come hit us up. We're live all the time. We're nerds. We got no life. So yeah, looking like a little bit of a late scout for Terran. Maybe not though. It would just be late for me. Gas coming out for Protoss player here. I'm guessing we're just gonna see like 2-gate range. I feel like that's pretty standard. Terran is getting a gas as well, which also may be standard. We've seen it in every matchup so far versus Protoss. So that probably is standard against Protoss. Again, I'm a Zerg player, so Cybernetics core is nearly halfway finished here. So we're seeing like another supply depot, which some people make like their supply depot after their second CC or something like that. But maybe that's in a different build. Honestly, I'm just like regurgitating what Nablime said one time. This SCV sees everything though. No range started just yet. No second gateway. Might just be seeing an expansion out of the Protoss player. Factory is nearly done. Oof, God, this is really hard to micro. And this right here, just by the way, Terran players, this is why I like to build this kind of setup right here. Because it defends, it defends your mineral line as well a lot better. But yeah, this is tough, man. Any sort of miss micro on the Terran's part, and you will see a lot of workers killed. But so far so good. Good micro. Vulture coming out as well for the Terran player, so that should just take care of this, no problemo. We're seeing a Dragoon come across the map as well. This is like kind of reminiscent of StarCraft 2 when you grab a Zealot and a Stalker and move across the map versus Terran. It's normally really strong. I don't know that it'll be that strong in this specific situation. We'll see though. I think that Terran wins this fight. I mean, yeah, Terran wins this fight, right? Oh yeah, Terran wins this fight. Oh god, dude, that's dangerous. Range is nearly finished here. Second base going up for Protoss. We have a second command center coming out for Terran, as well as a tank already. So really safe play for the Terran player here. Tank's about to be out, so I don't think he's gonna take any like detrimental damage from this. It's just kind of frustrating. And this worker's definitely dead. Pull him back. Pull the worker back. Don't lose him. No! Get out of there! Oh, dude, he's gonna fight to the death. Look at him trying to body block, man. Oh, what a lad. He's really, dude. That is a very brave worker. Engineering Bay coming out, which I feel is kind of early. What does Engineering Bay actually give you? I don't believe you need Engineering Bay at all. It's pretty obvious he's going mech here. Second command center is nearly finished. Actually finished before the Protosses, which is kind of nice. Robo facility and a second gate coming out here for Protoss as well. Front stabbing SCV. Oh, a missile turret. Huh. That's interesting. So is he's trying to maybe deny the high ground's vision. Playing very, very defensively here. Look how hard it is to kill SCVs in this game. So difficult. Alright, we're seeing an observatory. So maybe Winawer called this pretty well. Decided he was gonna get some missile turrets up. You know, it's pretty good against Reaver drops for sure. But I wasn't sure that he was gonna Reaver drop so soon. eBay would be a little late even for quick TTs. Thank you, Angry Folk. Angry, when would you like to get an eBay against Protoss? Give me a timing. I would love to know. I love attaching timings onto things. So good little poke out, hit a Dragoon really well, and he's gonna have a good position here. It's gonna be very, very hard for the Protoss player to push in here. Maybe the toss just spams. Yeah, probably. Everybody spams. Alright, observer coming out here. Second observer. Get them observers, boys. If you don't see anything, then you should get it at 27 supply with Siege Expanded. There you go. Win. Now you know, my dude. Or just Terran players in general. 27 supplies when you guys want to get it. So it looks like an academy is coming out for the Terran player, as well as a few more factories. It's looking pretty standard. The Protoss is soft containing him a little. But you know, at the end of the day, neither player is really at any risk here. Third base is coming down for Protoss in the bottom left, which I like. Protoss seems to be doing a pretty good job. I actually really, really love this right here. This pylon block right here basically cuts the amount of area that a vulture can just like swoop in by a lot. It's much easier to defend this position than say this one over here. Like this entire one, this one's way easier. I like that a lot. I think it's a good move. It's a small thing that I think is really important. Upgrades coming out for the Protoss. Is that observer speed? Oh, dude, that is a quick observer. See, can an observer get through a missile turret with speed? I wonder. Got a Citadel coming out for Protoss here. So Protoss is just, you know, kind of trying to keep a MAF presence, and the Terran is trying to move out a little bit. I think it's actually, I think the Protoss, I mean the Terran player is doing a really good job here. I like his play a lot. I'd love to see him kind of move this way across the map and just kind of cut it off. Cut all this and just cut this all off, dude. I like that a lot. You don't want to spread yourself too thin against a Protoss player. because they can just like drop, you know, zealots on you and stuff. It makes things pretty tough. Let's see, are we getting upgrades for the Terran? Yes, we are. So we're getting +1 attack here for the Terran. Looks like he's only sitting on 1 armory for now. He's going up to 5 factories, so it looks like he's gonna go for that massive vulture, like tank style that I've seen before. Well, maybe not though. We'll see. Lots of vultures are good though. I like how he's making a little bit of a wall everywhere. He's playing very, very defensively. I like it though. I think he's doing well. Protoss's base is mining, but I don't know that it's the biggest deal right now. I do think that Terran is a little bit on a clock here, but nothing too crazy. Starport and Science Facility are on the way, as well as a 2nd armory, which is, it's very good. Gotta get those double upgrades, man. Double upgrades against, you know, 1 upgrading forge. It's pretty nice. Stargate coming out. Looks like he's teching to arbiters already. Pretty good siege up here. It is high ground advantage for the Protoss player, but I don't think I'm gonna see him move in any. There's a lot of supporting vultures here. Let's see, +1 attack is nearly done for the Terran player. It's done for the Protoss player. Storm is on the way as well, which, you know, it's very good against workers. It's not going to be super good in any sort of straight-up fight, though. Protoss, I think, feels pretty dominant in this game right now, just because he's holding the pressure on, making him, like, slow push everywhere. But I think Terran could just unsiege and A-move down this way, set up this position. But with these massive amounts of zealots coming out, that's, my opinion definitely changed immediately. FatReaver is a good idea. Dude, a good idea? Yes, it is. I know, it makes me laugh. So we're just seeing +1 attack. He's gotten the high ground now. You know, again, he has supporting vultures. He's laying mines. He's doing a very good job here of just like playing very safe. I like this. It seems very methodical, very planned out. I like how he's walling this off. He's slowly pushing down this way. It seems very solid. If he can hold this position here, he just by default holds this position. So yeah, I like this a lot. But he does need to be careful because he looks like he's going to tech switch into carriers, maybe. I'm not totally sure. Is there a fleet beacon anywhere? No fleet beacon yet. But I don't believe you normally make 3 Stargates. So he's probably thinking about a tech switch. Big fight coming in here. Oh my god, he actually killed a lot of his own mines there with the splash of the tanks. But this is really, really good here. The vultures are kind of like holding off the zealots from getting right on the tanks. And even though I think the Protoss will clear all this up, never mind, dude. The Protoss is just losing everything. That was actually such a great position for those vultures. You know, he got a little unlucky on the mine hits, but I do think that that was like a really, really good fight for the Terran. I'm surprised, man. That was a good job, dude. Proud of you. This is tier 3. All of these games today are tier 3, Scuzzy. Yeah, so this Terran pretty much secures this this 3rd base here, and if he secures this position, he can get this 3rd base as well. Arbiters are out, so we might see a mass recall on top of this entire army here. or just one in the main. His turret ring is really solid on all angles. So maybe he's just... Oh man, lots of scans coming out. Lots and lots of scans. He might not have enough energy. Maybe he just used all of his scans. That would be really shitty. Yeah, looks like he used all of his scans. Toss gonna rebuild in a minute. Yeah, true enough. But the Terran is... Terran's doing a good job here. I like his play. God, it's so hard to kill things with vultures. Okay, so he's moving in with this army here, but the vulture's out of position. And it's looking like... Oh, dude, he's managing to... Oh god. So yeah, it looks like this Protoss has broken this position and lost a lot of tanks in the process. It's pretty crazy how good it's pretty crazy how good Protoss students are. So he's 2+ to attack versus 2-1. 2 attack and 1 armor. But you know what? He maybe just barely holds. The problem is his production off the back of this is insanely good. He's not floating any minerals at all. And he's just pushing it with zealots. And I don't know that he can really hold this off anymore. He's going to lose a lot of workers here. He's going to get this tank as well. Oh, he gets that tank. He might actually get this tank as well. Oh, they're not sieged up. Okay. Oh, that was so close. Speed Zealots are very good, and the production off the back of this has been great. I don't know if the High Templars are like... Oh, there's a recall on the main here. He's got High Templars in here as well. They do have Storm, I believe. Big storms on the workers. Oh, that was a really good pullback, dude. That was like on the cup. It's gonna be hard to push up this ramp against these zealots, though. If he just holds these zealots on the ramp here, it's gonna be... They're gonna trade pretty efficiently and buy a lot of time for the other units in the main here. He's gonna go for more workers. Archons, by the way, are insanely good in this game. Point that out. Dude, and his production, again, off the back of this has been just, like, immaculate. He's playing really, really well. FatReaver knows what he's doing, man. How is this game still going? I don't know.
It is pointless to resist, my son.
Thank you for the follow, whoever that was. Appreciate it. Oh, the Arbiters are shooting some stuff, which is not too good. You don't want your Arbiters to be shooting stuff, generally. They're not the best shooters. He's still trying to hold on to this third base position, but it's just not going to happen. His production has just been insane. As far as workers go, he's doing okay, but he just doesn't have anywhere to mine at this point. He's doing the best he possibly can, but I think we're going to see GG here fairly soon. His macro just was it's just a lot better, essentially. This may just be a new player who played a bit of StarCraft 2, something along those lines. I know that a lot of people think that I am not a tier 3 player because of that fact, so maybe he's just a little bit more experienced in RTS games in general. Or he might just be playing out of his mind. You never know. I feel like the 3 Stargate was a little bit of an issue, though. I know that you have to do that. Terran player is trying to secure this this top middle position, but I just think that it's too little too late at this point. his production is really slipping. And we have some arbiters going into the main for a massive recall. Which, by the way, recall happens so fast, it's ridiculous. You don't really want these to be in this specific position. If the Eds is going sieged up in like an advantageous position, it might be a big deal. But, you know, soon to be the end of this game. And there's the GG. FatReaver goes up 1-0 against Win. It seemed like FatReaver kind of just outclassed the guy a little. Not a big deal though, that happens in tier 3 sometimes. It's just a player that's maybe slightly above tier 3 or just a different kind of level or something. But I think Win did a very good job at you know, kind of slow sieging out and trying to like slowly take the map. All right. In the top right, we have Win. And in the top left, we have FatReaver, who is playing really well, playing out of his mind. And he's up 1-0 against Win. Speaking of being up 1-0, it's just cheekily changed the score here. Let's see how this game pans out. Are we going to see some cheese out of the Terran? Does the Terran feel as though he is not, like up to par? Is he just going to try to like stick to his roots, play a macro game? I don't know. Let's see. Looks like he's going with that ramp positioning again. I think that's okay. I believe the supply depot has to be on the right of the barracks. So if we're gonna see any sort of like cheeky zealot play, I think he's just not gonna have that position in this specific map. May have wanted to put it here or here or something. I don't know. Personally, I like to put it next to the next to the CC. Just so I can defend my probes a little bit better. Or my workers are, sorry. Getting like a cramp in my arm. Alright, we got a gas coming out for the Protoss player. All looks pretty standard. Gas for Terran as well. There's a cybernetic score, so it seems like, did he start his zealot? Let's see if he starts his zealot at 100 minerals here. Nope, no zealot. So it doesn't seem like he's gonna go and try to be pretty aggressive with his with like a zealot and a dragoon early on like he did last time. There's another supply depot coming up, playing very defensively. Maybe too defensively? Not sure. FatReaver is coming down the ramp. What are you going to do with this, buddy? Okay, so he's scouting with 2 workers. Huh. Okay, there's that Dragoon coming out. Probably saving up for another base here. Ooh, cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. Maybe we'll see proxy DTs. I don't know, we'll see. Kind of a smart move to get stuff out of your main whenever you're going up against a Terran player, because they will scan your main pretty much dead center most of the time. So if you get that stuff out of your main, you're usually doing pretty good. And there's the Citadel of a Dune. Yep, we're gonna see proxy DTs, guys. Another machine shop before a vulture, which I don't know if I really like that all that much. I feel like getting a vulture is pretty important. Maybe not though. I actually am so dumb and bad. Don't listen to me. I just like to do things that are aggressive and stupid. That would probably be a useless vulture that just dies to this Dragoon. So he's finally gonna find out where he is. He's not gonna get in there. Yes, he is. SCVs have a lot of HP. I forgot about that. I think since this is a tier 3 game, seeing the main, seeing what he's actually building. You know what? Honestly, though, he's making a robo facility. Oh, dude, that would throw me off. I would see a robo and I'd be like, what? I mean, I wouldn't be like, what? I'd be like, oh yeah, this is fine. This is totally cool. All right, let's just let's expand and get some stuff up. And there's that engineering bay. Let's see if he decides he wants to put up some turrets over here up at the wall. Templar Archives is nearly done. Engineering bay is coming up. Let's see. Does he start? Does he start one? Oh, I like this. I like this move out. Siege is not done yet. Oh, and a shuttle as well. It's a DT drop, dude. Oh, that's so good. Okay, so Siege is done. There's no way in hell he's going to do anything in here. But he's not going to have any detection in the main. Never mind. He's covering all of his bases here. So two DTs are coming out. He's going to go over this missile turret. And I don't know if a missile turret kills a shuttle just by default going over it. But there is going to be 2 missile turrets. This is going to get shut down pretty quickly. So the fact that Win is actually a very defensive player kind of... Oh, dude, that's such a good missile turret position, by the way. Oh, and he gets through. Oh, and the DCs come out, and he's going to focus the protection down, the detection down immediately. But you know what? There is no detection at the immediate mineral line. If he's going to stop this upgrade from coming up. And so yeah, this is actually, you know, what does he decide to do at this point? Because there's really nothing that he can do. Definitely gonna cancel this. Probably lose a lot of his supply depots. So yeah, maybe supply block. What's the MMR of these players? 1350 is the cutoff for tier 3. Yep. How you doing, Zevooks? This is a tough moment for like anyone. You know. He's gonna take these out and. Oh, is he gonna get it? Oh, Jesus, dude, that was so close. All right, well. At the very least, he'll get his shuttle and his DT out, which is nice. That DT's just like kind of daydreaming. Oh. Okay, well, never mind. That was, you know, that was good. That was a good defense, but it also kind of slipped in. Wasted a lot of time. Oh, that sucks. That sucks so much. I totally know that feel. So it looks like the tech coming up is just a observatory. He's not getting zealot legs just yet. Looks like he's taking his 3rd base as well. And yeah, he doesn't have mines yet, which is kind of a big deal. He needs to start grabbing those mines. They're very good for defensive positions. DT just causing a havoc over here. It was nice that the shuttle actually got out. Few observers coming out. Let's see if he actually gets observer speed again, because he did get observer speed last time. I've never seen that upgrade picked up before. Oh, there is Zealot leg speed. Super important upgrade. His production of SCVs are actually pretty good. I feel like DTs against Terran are just not that great because it takes 2 hits to actually kill a DT with a, to kill a SCV with a DT. So you actually do get a notification. Mines are nearly finished here. He's adding on more factories. I do like that he's just sitting this DT in the main here. Wasting a scan for that. Just being annoying. Storm is on the way, looking like he's gonna go for maybe some storm drops. I don't know if storm drops against a player like this is super doable, but maybe he'll just move up to arbiters really quickly and do a recall storm like he did last time. Third base is finished and a forge is out for him now, which is really, really important. Get your upgrades. Get them, everybody. Make upgrades, boys. Leg speed and storm are now finished. I don't think we're gonna see a drop though. It's just a little bit too risky. Maybe just a little bit of like a ferrying over with some units into the main. Put some pressure on the front. Get some units in the main. Surprise them all of a sudden. There's the Stargate coming up. Observer just knows everything that's going on. Terran player has his 3rd CC up now. See, his upgrades are not out yet. Doesn't even have an armory just yet. He's adding on more factories here. Oh man, this is tough right here. Look at this. Just because of this one vulture that's just like chilling. Oh, when he catches these over here, but the problem is good mine placement though. Oh, really, really good mine placement. I like this a lot. Well played, Terran. Well played. Getting rid of any gas at the expense of vultures is just good. Vultures are so cheap; they don't cost anything. Free as free can be. He's really trying to secure his 3rd base here, but it's gonna be tough for him. He won't be able to push up with these, but you know, these zealots right here could just run up there and do quite a bit. That was a cute little flank, but didn't work too well. Did get rid of all of the. Oh yeah, this is dead. This is deader than dead. This is the deadest group of tanks I think I've ever seen, dude. Again, just another really tough game where Terran is not allowed to take his 3rd. The siege tank's gonna die here. Oof, I would have focused that siege tank straight up. And there are the High Templars. Looking like the Arbiter's Tribunal is about to be finished. See if he instantly starts an Arbiter or not. Instantly starts Stasis. It's a little bit supply block. He's trying to remedy that with like 7 other pylons. That's what I do. Whenever I'm supply blocked, I'll make an Overlord. And I'm like, you know what? I want to make this unit, and then it's like, oh, I'm supply blocked, and I didn't wait for the other Overlord to finish in time. So I'm essentially just making like 7 Overlords because I forgot that I made another Overlord. I'm not a very functional human being. +1 is about to finish up for Protoss, and his second forge is nearly finished too. Upgrades are going to be so pretty good trade here for the Terran player, I'd say. But again, this is just buying a lot of time. His fourth base is nearly done, and he's got a really nice pylon wall. This is so nice, dude. These guys, both of these guys seem to be, you know, pretty knowledgeable on how to play the game, I think. But I think they just might be tier 3 because of their execution. But that right there, so cool. Love that. I just like there's other stuff that the Terran player is doing as well, like this wall with the barracks here and then the 2 supply depot. I think that's interesting as well. I think they're both doing a pretty good job, like pretty decent. It's a really, really big army here. But I think I don't think there's anywhere that the Protoss player can really get in. He has taken the entire map essentially. You might have wanted to bring some probes over. I'm not sure if a probe can get through here. You know what? I think a probe may be able to get through there. So it might not be a super huge deal. All right, he's starting to move out. Looks like he wants to take on that third base again. There's some tanks that aren't sieged up. I don't know if he gets in here at the right time. No, there's no way. You can't push up that ramp. You definitely can't push up that ramp. That wall is tight, dude. The Terran could possibly tier 2 as well. Yeah, like these two are pretty solid like players. There's definitely some mistakes going on, but I think they're both doing pretty well. There's an Arbiter here. And there's no, you know what? There is one missile turret, but if he recalls on top of this, he's gonna definitely destroy this this army here. He's loading up some zealots in the shuttle, which is very hurt. I don't know if that shuttle's even gonna get anything out of there before it dies, to be totally honest with you. But yeah, a big recall on top of this army, or just a recall on the main, is going to be a pretty big deal. But it's tier 3. Well, T3 is tier 3, and tier 3 is the lowest tier of player in the CPL, which is the tournament that I'm casting. This is the preseason, by the way. Regular season starts next week, I believe, which is kind of exciting. Draft is going to be this weekend on Sunday. We're going to figure out what teams we're going to be a part of. It's going to be kind of fun. Lots of zealots coming out. +1 attack so far. Let's go ahead and look at the Terran player. Looks like he doesn't have any upgrades quite yet, but I do think that +1 is on the way. Yeah, it is. So +1's nearly finished. Looking pretty equal on upgrades. +1 shields. +1 attack and shields are coming out. So if you guys don't know this, shields actually just affect like what rate the shields come back. So shield upgrades don't actually give you +1 armor like in StarCraft 2 if you're a StarCraft 2 player. It just affects how quickly they regenerate. FatReaver was in season 1. I played him in the grand finals. Oh, cool. All right, let's see what this Protoss player is looking to do here. He's definitely taken the entire map.
It is pointless to resist, my son.
Hey, thank you for the follow, whoever that was. I appreciate you. So Protoss player has got a lot of pylon walls going on. 3 more. You see, I don't understand this. He did this last game. I don't know if that is... I don't like that very much. If you are not going to go, like, carrier or something... Let's see. Is he gonna go carrier? Why do you need this many... I don't know. Personally, I don't like that too much. Let's see. Okay, so +1 attack is finally finished for the Terran player, and he's in a very, very, very defensive position. It's going to be really hard to break into this 3-base position. But the Terran is kind of running out of time here in terms of like his minerals. You know, and he is still only, never mind, this has a gas, I'm stupid. He's on 3 gases, and you know, he might just like sit here. I don't know. At what point does the Terran decide I need to get out of here, I need to move out? And I feel like whenever that point happens to be for that Terran player, it's going to be very difficult for him. He's got this wall here, which locks off these units entirely. He's got, you know, just units everywhere. It's going to be so hard to move this army out on the map. And, you know, where does he go? Does he decide he wants to push down here, set up a defensive position down here and take these 3 bases? That's personally what I would do, but he might want to go aggressive with his maxed out army. We have 2 +2 attack. Oh, here comes the attack, boys. It looks like we might get a big recall on top of the army. Oh no, they're just stasis. Is really, really decent. Stasis is not great, but it's just, the problem is there's no surface area for these units to even hit. It's just too clustered. Really good storm on those vultures, which I don't think I ever would have thought that I was going to say that. Really good storm on those tanks, and you know, he definitely pushes back his army here pretty handily. But the Protoss is on 5 bases. I don't think he cares. I just don't think he cares. +3 attack is on the way, and +2 shields is on the way as well. We're seeing the carrier switch finally with these 3 down here. So I think this is going to throw him for a loop, guys. And I think that if the Terran player doesn't get a sniff, get a whiff of what's going on here, he's going to have to just GG out. I think while this switch is going on, maybe he can push out and do something here. So the army's going to be significantly smaller for a little while. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the Terran decides he wants to do. This would be a pretty opportune moment to try to secure this base, but he needs to get an idea of, oh, and Goliaths are actually coming out now. So maybe he does know what's going on. Let's take a look at his vision here. Huh. Alright, he actually hasn't seen anything. What? Maybe that's a bug. Yeah, it's gotta be a bug. That's gotta be a bug. Anyways, not a big deal. So +1/+1 for the Terran. +2 attack is nearly done. +2 armor is on the way. Looks like he's upgrading some stuff on the science facility here. I believe that's a radiate. Is that a radiate? Yeah, I believe it is. What bug? Good, because... What bug? This right here. Like, not being able to see anything on the map here. Maybe he just never saw anything. I'm not totally sure. He's pushing it on this. These zealots are getting a lot of really good surface area. Oh, dude, that hit hurt so bad for the Terran player. That is why you don't want to put your mines so close to your tanks. And yeah, I think this is just going to be GG here, guys. I think the Terran can probably hold on for a little bit longer, but these are really, really high power units, really high cost units, and carriers are on the way, boys. They've arrived. Really good storms, by the way. I don't normally see storms being used against Terran in this sort of aggressive way towards the army, but it's kind of working out fine. I think this is just the beginning of the ends for Win. But you know, he started making. Oh, that's a good defense matrix. Pretty solid. That storm is not going to deal any damage. I believe that you do still take 1 damage from lightning from every tick when you're defense matrix up to like 250 damage, something like that. But still, nonetheless, a very good ability. He's gonna hold this off just briefly, but when he decides he wants to show these 6 carriers, it's just gonna be the end. And you know, these carriers do have +2 shields, so you know, they'll be regenerating those ridiculous amount of shields a lot quicker. 150, 150. Hey, no worries, Boss Ross. I had a good time casting on my own, so no worries, dude. Looks like he's trying to take a base. Look at him. This command center is going to see his doom. He's going to see that he's got 6 carriers, and this is just going to be the beginning of the end here. Yeah, I believe they're casting here in like very soon, actually. Come on, CC, get a peek. We're going to see what the CC sees. Oh, and now he knows, dude. This is a pretty painful moment. And there's the GG. Rightfully so. So, FatReaver takes it 2-1, boys. GG's, FatReaver. You played really well. I think both players played pretty well. My one, you know, negativity a little bit for Win is his like super defensive style. I think get out of your comfort zone a little bit, man. Try to figure out where you can be aggressive in this matchup. Take the map a little bit more aggressively. But yeah. Got to get that money down. Oh, definitely you got to get that money down for sure.